Turn my music up. Real spit, talking shit. Talking shit, real spit in this bitch. Hey. Real spit. We in this bitch. Hey. This shit is raw.
Right, fire.
Hey.
Album coming soon. I'm not doing it with you.
Hey. Hold up.
What's up, guys? This is Jay.
This is Tang.
This is K.
And
this is Real Spit.
Sorry about that. Hey,
Technical difficulties, but
Round
y'all still
two.
fuck with us.
Right.
And I'm still here.
Right, you know, we'll be back on.
Still
Hey.
here. What's going on? You
How
know?
y'all feeling today?
I'm
It's been a
feeling
good
good.
night.
Feeling good, feeling great.
Hump
Right.
day, hump day.
We've been drinking. We've been
I have been
It
drinking,
started
yes.
off early.
She's
Some
been
wine.
drinking. She been turned since she started drinking too. Like
Yes,
she was
she
fucking
has.
it up.
She might hit a little crip walk out here. You
I
never know.
mean, when she was hitting the heel toe earlier in the other room.
I definitely
She
was
was like,
saying
I
the
gotta-
heel toe.
I gotta show y'all what the fuck it do
I
out
see
here.
the nigga
Wow.
just killed y'all.
I'm just like, what the fuck? She
But
said
we're
I
gonna-
taught her.
We're gonna go ahead and start off with get it off your spirit though, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So for me this week, my spirit is really light. I do want to give my brother a happy birthday shout out. He is 21 years old now, and he is a pain in my ass every day. Me and him got into the biggest argument this past Sunday because he left something in my car. And I forgot because he called me middle of the night while I was sleeping. And then the next day, he's like, "You forgot this." I'm like, "Nigga, I don't care. It's not my fault. You should have never left the shit in my car." So me and him, after the argument, we calmed down and we talked. But immediately, I'm like, "Nigga, get out of my car. I'm about to run his ass over." And I was just real pissed. But we're in a good spot again. But happy birthday, bro.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
Shout out to
I
you.
want to shout out a happy birthday too, man. That's you know, blood can't make us come see anyway, so gotta shout out happy birthday to my boy, man.
You know?
Yes.
The real spit wants to shout it out. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'm
Woo.
saying, I guess we can call him. We can call him Flock. Shit, that's his name on Instagram.
No,
Well-
that's holy.
Hooli. Oh shit. Which
Yeah.
one is which? Oh no,
Happy
that's
birthday to
my
I'm over
Hooli.
here like flop.
Okay, my bad. That's my sister. Listen, they got too many names. That ain't their real names. Go by your real name. I just would say your real name.
Man, what?
Yeah,
All
but
right,
happy
so-
birthday, my boy, man.
Off my spirit this week. This week for real, I just been moving, hustling, just you know, and I've been lightweight proud of myself, but it's just like since I seen the pace that I've been going, I ain't gonna pat myself on the shoulder just yet. Not until I see some real results. But I've been doing good, you know.
Good.
But other than that, you know, it's just been a productive week, and I'm just happy that I'm getting on the train of working hard, getting my shit together, and blessed to be here on this Wednesday.
Blessed to
Okay.
be. Blessed to be.
Blessed day.
A little blessed day, you know.
So me,
Mm-hmm.
I forget how it would. Yeah,
Whatever
been
you
a
do.
Get off
minute.
your
It's been
spirit,
so
good or
long,
bad.
man.
Whatever happened this week that you just want to
Last
get
time
off.
I froze up. That's unlike me. Let's see. Good or bad? Well, let's see. Today Wednesday though, so you know it's always a good day on Wednesday. It's the middle of the week, halfway over, halfway. You know what
Say
I
that
mean?
again.
Halfway finished, but
Halfway for the next one.
this week low key went going about smooth for me, man. I ain't really had nothing that stood out for me. Just trying to, you know, keep my head above water. You know, stay out the way. Last time I was here was a little minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And in between then, you know, we all know I had some legal situations going on. But I'm just happy I could be here today again. I hope y'all can have me back because I was begging to come back.
No, we
Let me come
definitely
back.
needed
Let
to,
me come
yeah.
back. So, you know, other than that, yeah, I mean, you know, this week going by pretty good.
Tell them you beat the case. Take that, Amber.
And I'm beating the case.
Whatever
Yeah,
the fuck name
you know,
is.
stand with me. I ain't take K, but I'm gonna beat the case.
Oh my God.
The police officer, take that, Amber, bitch. And you sit in jail for 5 years.
Fuck 12.
They gonna get you out, girl.
Yeah.
They gonna
They
get you
can't
out.
stop me. They can't hold me down. I'm meant to be what I am gonna be.
That's what's up.
Hey,
Shit.
that's what's
Claiming
up.
and own it.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my week.
Okay. For me to get it off my spirit, everything been cool. I'm just excited about the hosting that we got coming up
Yeah,
Definitely.
tomorrow
What's
on
up?
Halloween. So if y'all ain't got shit to do on Halloween night, you know it's a free event. You know niggas love shit that's free.
Yes, guys.
Come check out your favorite podcasters.
Yes.
Be in the building.
That's
You
so
need to
Holy
get
Day
the
Fest.
You need to give the address.
Okay.
Look on your phone.
It's on Lee.
It's on.
Listen, y'all want the address?
I'm
Y'all
like,
gonna show
girl, you
up.
been talking about it.
you want them to come?
Yes, but definitely we'll
Y'all can
post
go
it
on my
on
motherfucking
Facebook.
Instagram.
And
What
we
y'all
can
want the
definitely
address? Y'all want to know
post
where
it.
it's at?
2174 Lee Road in Cleveland Heights.
What time?
That's better than just
6
saying
to
we gonna
10.
be there.
Hey, right. Thank
You know
you.
what I mean?
Okay,
We
yeah.
gonna be here tomorrow, y'all.
Right.
Pop
To
out.
catch these vibes, if you want to see
Catch
me,
these
Tay and K be awkward and drunk as fuck,
Woo!
I will be drunk as fuck.
I might guess the
At-
beer.
at
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
You know,
I guess the beer.
like
Show
listen, if you want to maybe catch Foolie, like
You know what I'm saying?
Guess
you
me
know,
there.
come through, stop by. I'm excited
Yes.
about this shit.
I
Be a
would,
ghost.
but I'm
Good.
taking my little one and her best friend on the. We gonna go to like the rich neighborhoods tomorrow. We hitting
I
up,
go to the rich
yeah.
we
neighborhood.
hitting up
Get
the
the
shit
best
tomorrow.
candy.
Big candy
Yes.
bar.
Nigga, we getting full Snickers tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nigga.
We don't want the mini
King
shit.
size.
We hitting Beachwood like we hitting the suburbs tomorrow.
No, I just heard they have a Trunk-a-ween.
They had it already last
They do?
Friday.
Okay.
What is
Like
that?
they, it's called Trunk or Treat, where
Trunk or Treat, yeah.
the whole community, like parents and shit, they go to the school or whatever, they pull into the parking spaces, pop their trunk, they like decorate their trunk with all kind of Halloween shit, and they pass out candy to the
That
kids.
is-
They walk around. It was dope.
Is that in Black
They had
area?
food trucks and shit. It's in South Euclid. It was like 90% black. It was dope.
Really?
You ain't gonna find no shit like that in Cleveland.
Oh no, niggas be trying to
I
steal
ain't had
cars
no
and
shit
shit.
like
Right.
that growing up.
You
We
leave
had
your
to-
car parked, nigga. Your
we
car
had to
Walk
go
parked.
around
Right.
with it, like, wait a
Your
minute.
kid and the candy gun.
Kid and the candy, niggas to the
Yeah,
kids.
they taking the kid too.
Niggas still the
Right.
kids.
Damn.
Ohio
You gotta
is
go
a
to
big
that,
state.
to the rich
From,
people neighborhood.
Yeah, we
Sex-
going rich people.
Sex
trafficking.
trafficking.
So we gonna
That's-
be
Call it out.
we gonna be riding tomorrow. We probably gonna be out trick or treating like 9.
Yeah, get out
You know what I'm
there.
saying? We gonna get out and get it.
First
so.
come, first serve.
I'm trying to come see
I
what
won't-
the aftermath
Listen,
look like.
listen.
King size.
We-
My
Reese's.
good sister,
Just
she good at
post it on his
sharing.
page. Just
Yeah,
post
that's
it.
We done already
Post
ran
it
through
on
the trunk or treat
Instagram.
shit.
Post the story.
Oh,
on
I'll post
Instagram
a story.
with all
I
the
do
candy.
every year because I gotta test the candy. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta make sure it's right.
I can't wait till tomorrow, but no, we gonna have fun, man.
Better me than you.
But that's
Like,
what's up.
baby, bring that candy over
Exactly,
here.
but
Let me test it.
but no, y'all go out and support, man. Go check that shit out.
I think I might go trick or treating, y'all.
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
thinking about that
Put a
shit
mask
too.
on,
I
go trick or
might,
treat.
shit, why not?
Shit.
You
I
can't
was
tell
thinking
me
about
I'm too old to go trick or
Right.
treating. That's free candy.
I'm a kid at heart.
Giving the shit away.
Right there with my pillowcase.
Right.
If you, I come with a
Can I
grocery
get
bag.
For real.
A bag is
The
a
Aldi's
bag.
bag?
Put that, yeah, I come with a day's bag. Put that shit in there.
If
A
you're
bag
not
is a
trying to give me
bag.
candy, just give me motherfucking canned goods. Cause at this point,
Talking about
Niggas trying to
candy.
survive. Niggas trying to survive day to day.
Yeah.
Talking about
Look.
candy yams. Hey.
Thanksgiving is coming that motherfucker. Wait, like,
funny
come
as
Said,
on.
bitch, I could use some food.
Right.
The fuck?
Like, what would get you off my
Turkey in the
porch?
back, like-
You got some cans in there?
Yeah,
Thanksgiving is coming.
I'm
You
telling
right.
you.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Go get that roast that's in
I've
the
been
basement.
hungry since,
You
man.
ain't,
Wait
you
till
ain't using
Thanksgiving.
that.
Right.
You said you gave up meat. Bitch, give it here.
Who
Hey.
gave up meat?
Whoever
Hey,
these
I've been
bitches
hungry
is.
since last year, bro. I'm
Who
ready
gave
for
up meat?
Oh no, we ain't talking about none of us. We just
Oh, I'm
talking
gonna
in
say.
general.
Oh.
Damn,
Yeah,
I was gonna
whoever.
feel upset for whoever gave up meat.
No, just talking
Ham,
in general.
turkey,
Man.
Cornish hens.
I can do that. I gave up everything other than chicken.
You gave up everything but
little.
chicken.
You can't do that.
I've been going on 3 months, man.
To share?
I had to do it, man.
I gotta cut that up. That's
I had
good
to.
though.
I was eating too much of the bullshit, man.
Yeah.
But
But you know what
Like,
though?
you're like a
Chicken
little
is
person.
clean meat though.
Yeah, it is. It's only. It's like it's called purines and shit. Everything else be high in purines and shit.
Yeah, chicken
and it's
is
not
clean
chicken
meat.
not.
So do you eat fish though? Fish don't.
No,
It's technically not
salmon.
meat, though.
Salmon is like as bad as it's the purines, and it's like the way my body will break it down.
Yeah.
It's when you get older and like
Gotcha.
you start like I got football injuries and shit, and my joints
I
were
know about
arthritis and
that
shit.
shit.
So purines and shit fuck with my joints. So even though fish is good for you, it's high in purines.
Yeah.
So like the shit from it could like gather in my joints and cause
So is
stiffness.
purines like calories or?
It's kind of like purines break down in your blood. It can get stuck in your joints, like it, for lack of a better term, it gets stuck in your joints and it makes your joints tight.
Did you ever break something?
No, you twist shit, you pull.
football
You know when you
serious.
pull shit, the
Keith, you
blood.
play football?
Yeah, I'm like, that's
Like,
like I'm worried. I'm
all
like,
it is
damn.
the blood. You know, the blood goes to those areas to heal.
Yeah.
And so like your body gets used to going to those certain areas, and like you eat foods high in purines, and those purines treat it like an injury, and they'll flood that area. So they'll flood your
So what I
knee,
need to
flood
stop
your
eating?
ankle. Probably. I'm gonna keep it
Well, no, I'm
100.
saying,
I
what
ate
do-
like shit.
What do I need to stop
Oh,
eating?
like heavy fried foods. You know what I
I
mean?
just had Wingstop.
Red meat,
Wingstop
salmon.
was
You
trash.
said red meat?
red meat. Yeah, so
Burgers,
steak,
steaks.
burgers, shit like that.
Okay, I can do chicken. I'll
Speaking
do
of-
yeah.
Did you ask
Football,
them?
Keith, I heard you was a dog at football.
you know, my day.
I heard Keith was a dog on the footballs. I seen your trophies, man.
That's what's
I
up,
said,
dog.
Keith got a trophy. You got more trophies than I got. I was a dog on football, but
Honestly, I played from 8 to high school
Yeah.
as a graduate.
That's what's
I
up,
heard you was
man.
a dog on football.
My
What
dad
about
got a
them
tape
Browns,
online. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna watch the shit now.
Oh,
I'm gonna say
man.
I watch the Browns. I watch football during the postseason more so, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll look at the scores unless it's a game that I really want to see.
Yeah.
But now I don't focus on shit for real.
Yeah, that's how I am with baseball. I watch the postseason.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm right now.
So
man,
what
I
you
want to
play
apologize
now?
to y'all. I'm watching the World Series as we speak.
These bitches.
My bad,
Watching
y'all.
it right now.
It's game 7.
Yeah.
It's in the 8th inning. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love y'all.
It's serious.
I'm a double
Yeah, it's
duty.
Serious. It's
He on
serious.
both
I already
teams.
know. It's serious.
Jay, you asked me a question.
I said, so what you play now with people emotions?
Ooh.
I said these bitches.
So anyways, we not about to make this a football sports
Well,
show.
my
So
bad.
we about to slide into
I'll
our
talk
first
about that.
Hold
topic.
on, Dave. You got anything to get off your spirit?
Oh shit. You know what? Yeah, man. I was thinking of some shit today for topics and shit on Sunday or whatever. But you know what I started realizing today, man? We got to focus on the positive shit, and people say it or whatever. But I was thinking about it. I call it the you know what? I'm not about to guess because I wrote the shit down. I learned this shit from him, from Foley. Like I saw resourceful shit. He'll write shit in his draft on his email. That way he can have access to it no matter what.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Hey, he's
I pick
not
up shit
lying.
from niggas. I give
not
credit
lying.
where credit due,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
That's crazy. He remember that because
So I do it now. That's how I write my notes now because
when
I can
told him that he was like,
I can
that's-
access that shit anyway. I can access it at work.
Yeah.
I don't gotta have my phone on me. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's perfect. Anyway, I wrote that shit down. The love versus fear conundrum. Like I think fear is like natural, so we gravitate towards fear. But love is taught by it's nurtured, like your parents or whoever take care of you. And it has to be nurtured over time. And we can lose love and positivity. But fear stays because
It's instinctual.
it's we humans, you know what I'm saying? So we want to care for shit, but we got that fight or flight.
Yeah.
We'll fight a nigga, we'll kill a nigga, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we got to focus on the positive shit in our life, man. I know it's hard to do, but I think when you give positive shit energy, it starts to outweigh the negative shit because you can always find a negative, but it's literally a battle at all times. Like I just switched jobs and shit, and you know you're gonna run into that bullshit. But like, all right, I'm at a new job. It's gonna be some bullshit, but I gotta focus on the positives of why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because if I wanted to, I could find a negative in any motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
Like
Agreed.
anything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just I really want to break this shit down on some school type shit and like do a hypotheses and shit. I'm just throwing this shit out,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Throwing up words right now from the shit I was writing down earlier. But it's like the love versus fear conundrum. Like we just love, fear is just in us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it'll make us hustle. It'll make us get a job. It'll make us fight. It'll make us
do
stay
shit
with
you
something. It'll make us
wouldn't
do
do the whole time,
everything out of fear. But when do we act out of love? We got to act out of that positive shit. We act a lot out of fear shit. But rarely do we act out of like the positive aspects of shit. And I'm just trying to shift that shit.
yeah,
a little bit, man. That's
Right.
all it is, man.
You
I
right.
think that's a good outlook because a lot of people do like to look at the negative too much.
And then they'll make a positive thing, but it's driven by the negativity, which is cool to take a negative and make it a positive. But imagine if you took a positive and made it better.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck the
flip it,
negative
yeah.
shit, man. It's a part of us. Like,
Yeah.
I'm from EC. I can never be able to change that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm a victim of it. I live my whole life like, nigga, I'm from East Cleveland. Fuck all that shit. I don't gotta act off the negative part. You know what I'm saying? What did that shit do for me? Like,
Right.
it helped me be able to maneuver on my toes in different situations and shit.
Look at it like
Try to
like
put the positive out of it.
what did me living here do? How is it gonna help me prepare for tomorrow? Yeah.
That's all.
I
It
agree
is.
with that.
Yeah. So, but that was it, man. I was riding today. I was riding. I was at a stoplight and I pulled out my phone, opened up my draft, and typed that shit down because I was thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So, but anyway, I'm gonna try to flesh it out a little bit more on Sunday. Man.
No,
But just trying to act off the positive, man. That's it, man.
Focus
And ain't
on
nothing
the
wrong with
different.
turning a negative into a positive. But what if you just take the positive and enhance
you know
that
what,
shit?
Dad? That might be my new goal moving forward.
Try to look at the positive shit.
Yeah, because
Even-
I ain't never.
Take
My
it.
nigga, even my bad for jump,
No,
but
you
even
good.
if you did even if you had some legal shit, whatever, fucked up relationship, it's a positive in there somewhere. Like,
Always.
did that shit lead you to read? Did it lead you to? Did it enhance your writing skills? Whatever it was, like, because it is
Self-discovery that you have.
because it's human nature. Because we so used to negativity and fear, like. Nigga, I gotta get it. Nigga, I'm from East. Fuck that shit, nigga. I ain't got shit. I'm gonna get it. I got. Okay, that's cool, and that's gonna drive you to do some dope shit. But at some point, you're gonna have to use positivity as a motivation.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to. You know what I'm saying?
Stuck in the same spot. Yeah.
And it's
Hell yeah,
better to do it
because
sooner rather than later,
Because
man.
if you
That's
stay
it.
in that negative spot for real, or if you
gonna be-
you get into a negative situation and just think about like, no, I gotta da 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 da.
You're gonna be chasing
Instead
your
of
tail.
thinking like,
Yeah.
damn, and I'm here, but what's the benefit of being here?
Because if negativity is driving you, you're gonna always be able to find something negative,
Yeah.
and you're just gonna be, they say dogs chasing their tail. You're gonna be chasing that negative
Yeah,
shit
same.
forever.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a headache.
Yeah, man.
So what's the
Anyway.
So what's our first topic tonight?
Our first one is so a lot of people watch Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and
Cannot wait for this
Omarion.
one.
I'm sorry.
Talk about this.
We all know about Little Fizz and April Jones dating.
Don't be.
So what I really want to get into is one: have any of us ever smashed or dated a friend's ex?
Well, just so they know, April is Omarion.
Oh, yeah,
I got
April's
the
Omarion.
icebox where my heart used to be, motherfucker. That's his baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
2 kids by him.
Yeah. Someone said she went from the lead singer to the backup singer.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Mm.
You know what? Fizz was like the second coming, though. He was the Kelly.
Not really. I feel like J Bug was next up.
Okay, what's
Yeah,
his
that's before
name?
my
I
time.
just
Yeah.
feel like
What's
I
his
just
name?
feel like
Who?
Lil Fizz was just the face. Like
Lil Fizz was like, he had his little rapping moment on some of the songs,
was a
so that's
rapper?
why I'm like, yeah.
talking about he was a rapper.
He was still Omarion, and I don't. And it's crazy. It's before his time. It's way. I couldn't consciously listen to fucking B2K. Man.
So it was like that gap. It was like
I was a freshman in college. Them niggas was 14 and shit. I ain't listening to these motherfuckers, man. But no, still, Omarion was the Beyonce in that shit,
Yeah,
man.
of course he was the Beyonce.
How you gonna be
Fizz
got a
was
baby
like
with
the
Beyonce
Kelly.
and you fucking Kelly, cuz?
I mean,
Listen, you
Not
seen
Kelly
Kelly?
fine
Hey, have you
too, though.
seen Kelly's son?
fine. What the
Hey.
Kelly fine.
Beyonce,
She
She
ain't
just ain't
Beyonce.
Beyonce, but she
Michelle.
fine.
Beyonce
Maybe
fine,
the
but
old school
God
Destiny
damn.
Child. He was
She
like
people
Latoya
sleep.
or something.
That's no,
he
I,
was Latoya.
But Omarion,
Yeah.
Beyonce.
or Lativia or some shit.
You know,
What's
Yeah.
Lativia? Y'all niggas going back to
Was she in
99
the
on
group?
these
How
niggas.
long was she there?
back in the
How about
90s,
that?
baby.
Lost.
That was no. Destiny Child.
That was a banger though, smooth little banger.
About
So y'all. So let's So I want to know: have any of us ever dated one of our friends' exes?
No.
Hey, Mind Triggers.
No.
Hey, baby.
We love Mind Triggers. All right, we
I
getting
fuck
off
with
topic.
them.
So-
But no, I don't. No, I never did that. That's law. I
law?
can't.
Okay.
I can't.
That's law. Okay, so is
I
it
was-
law?
It is law.
Is
Like
it
you
law?
can't fuck with
What-
your friend's ex.
What's the guidelines? What's the guidelines?
I would say I've done it.
It
So,
was
I mean,
in my eyes.
Shit.
What's,
I
what's
can't.
the rules?
I can't.
Can I see the rule books?
I mean,
This-
shit.
I don't know.
Me and
Like,
Tay
I
ain't
don't
gonna
know
agree
how
on
to
this.
feel.
Stipulations behind it, man. Like,
I would say it's taboo, but I've done it though. I mean, it happened to me. I was in high school. One of my friends had been with this girl for about.
One of your crazy ass.
Yeah, he is
friends.
a crazy. We still friends to this day, but he's crazy as hell. He know who the fuck he is. But he had been with the girl for maybe like a year and a half, and I ain't gonna lie, I was a bad friend because he loved this girl. Like, he would run into traffic for this girl.
Literally,
So, me and her were best friends though already. We were already friends. So we played and said we dated for like. We played and said we dated for like 2 weeks. Then we're like, oh, you know what? The reception wasn't too bad, so then we really dated. And then when I told him we really dated, he was pissed. We didn't talk for probably like 2 months. No, I ain't gonna lie. We talked maybe like because I harassed him, so I made him talk to me every day still, just because we still were in high school at the same time. So, the shit happened. Hey, honestly, I feel like if the connection is real, the friend gonna get over it in time. I mean, because if I really fuck with this person, you can't stop me. It's just going. You have to deal with it. I mean, I would be pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I would be pissed though. If this is me, I'd be pissed. Also.
I say
but
one thing.
Over time, I gotta get over it. If y'all really fucking with each other,
I say one thing. I wish a nigga would fuck with my ex.
Let me tell a story, okay, where this even grew to be. So Jay and I, she probably don't remember it. Yeah, it stemmed off of you. It stemmed off of you.
Oh, y'all passing in the family.
You know what?
Not real.
Oh, this is Jerry Springer in this bitch.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I gotta get comfortable.
Okay, so she gonna remember when I bring it up. Okay, so
I might have to stop you.
I'm not gonna say no names. So
Jay
was dating.
Who's this nigga Terrence, right?
You know what?
Go ahead, say that.
Because I already know you talking about me sliding past it.
She know.
This little part right here. Nuh-uh.
At the end.
In the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, tighten that up.
Why you bringing up
basically
old
since
shit?
I already brought it
ain't
up.
working.
Jay was dating this guy after she broke up with her old situation. Let's just leave it like that. And
look at Jay's face.
Also, I was talking to her too, but it was some little kid shit. Okay, it was little kid shit, And I used to talk to him, and I knew that she was also talking to him on the low, but I knew her situation was already sticky, so I didn't really think about it. And really, I was just in it just for him to, you know what I'm saying, tickle the peach type shit. Like, just for my own fun. Like, I ain't fucking with him for real. But it made like, after she found out, it made me see what I was doing.
Hold
and I felt fucked up.
Whoa. I'm sorry. I know.
Completely different.
I know I want to hear. So
That's because I can't really tell the story.
Is you saying this happened between y'all
What?
two?
Yes, that's what she
We
said.
was young,
it was
so
Jerry
they was like,
Springer.
fuck.
no bodily fluids ever.
Not like
Whoa,
really.
nothing like
Tay
that.
He wasn't
said
really
she
tickling my
wanted him-
peach, but
Oh,
you know,
okay.
it
We
was just
was
for
young.
it was
I was
just for
like
my
a
own
teenage, like a-
I
entertainment.
hear a lot of excuses.
What?
I
I'm
mean-
just saying.
I'm in between the
You
shit,
know what I'm
literally,
saying?
so.
So okay, just so we can get this all the way
shit is
understood.
blowing me.
'Cause I'm
Jay
trying to
talked
keep-
to him first.
I was talking to him when she started talking to him.
So who talked to him first?
I did.
Okay.
The nigga
So
was my age.
okay. So
Let's
say
get this-
like I'm a little older. It's okay. She like a daddy. So then Tay
That
started
shit was
talking
foul.
to him.
I'm not even gonna lie. That shit is foul.
What's
It's
foul?
okay, but it's different because I
foul
was
'cause I was
still
cousins?
talking to him, and she knew I was still talking to him. So it's like you went behind my back, knowing that I was still talking to this person.
This a Love and
But
Hip Hop
Don't matter if
episode.
it was sticky or
Right.
not.
Everybody move the water
I
off the
get
table.
that,
Somebody
I get
gets the
that,
water
I
thrown at
get
their
that.
I mean, we grown.
We grown
listen.
now, but it's just like at that
Nigga was
time,
a lame anyway.
Was he a
That
lame when you was talking to him?
Yeah,
But-
not he a lame.
Right.
He was a lame.
He wasn't a lame when he was taking you to the movies
The
in Richmond.
thing is-
What make him a lame,
The
though?
thing is, she wasn't
What
even
make him a
taking
lame,
him
though?
serious as well. I feel like
Well, you
I
got
don't
the green
even know
light.
because he was telling me like, it ain't serious, and like I said, I didn't like him for real. I was just
This
You know,
is
just-
dicier now.
playing.
I don't even know
with
if it was
emotions.
serious or not.
But I
don't
don't know.
think it
But
was.
it's just like at the end of the day, I seen how she felt off of that, and
Wait,
it
are
was
we
my
talking about
first.
the same person?
Huh?
What makes him
How many
a lame?
times has this happened?
Wait.
How many times has this happened?
You
I just
know,
want-
this low. No.
What
If
made
we
him a
talk about
lame?
the same person, right?
What's his name start with?
D.
Hell yeah.
So what makes
End
this
with.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Whoa, let's get
what
this
makes
straight. I
this
don't
shit
know.
even more dicey.
The
the
Mont
reason,
North?
okay, so the reason why it was a sticky situation
that
between
been-
me and this nigga was
Is that
because
it wasn't-
I was fucking with his best friend.
You
That's
fucking
what
with
I
both
was-
of them?
I wasn't trying
Listen.
to bring
So
You got
hold
both of them?
Listen.
This is-
She did that.
You know what
that's
all this is
weird.
telling me? This is why I just love
No,
who
this
the
is
fuck
funny.
you
No, this
love.
is hilarious. No.
I didn't love the nigga.
Shit, this love and hip hop Cleveland.
Yeah, for real.
That was
Shit. This
but the
a
me and the
Mariana
dude was
Fields
already
right here.
broken up. When me and his listen, that's making extra
Tell the
corny.
story, because it's getting
It's
confusing.
getting confusing.
Yes.
Well, so I was talking to this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and we had, I guess, been talking for a long time, like
Mm-hmm.
2 years.
Talking
And
for 2
then,
years?
yeah, we was together for 2 years, whatever.
All right.
So,
That's a lot of talking.
like, shit was cool. I don't even know how his best friend even got into the picture, but like, he used to like talk to me because, you know, I be spazzing. I've been spazzing since the 3rd grade on niggas. So, like, he used to just be.
Pre-K.
Pre-K.
So he used to just come in and be like, nah, he cool, he just chill, you know, kind of just talk to me and stuff. So we just bonded over that or whatever. And like we became cool. And then we kind of started like pre-talking a little
Story I
bit.
want it.
Well, bitch, I'm not giving names. So what you want? You want the messy
It's
shit.
okay.
That's what you want. I'm
So,
trying to give you the gist, okay?
How did y'all two move past
This
it?
was years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
y'all
don't
moved
even
past
think
it.
I don't even think his friend even still to this day know that I was fucking with his best friend.
You fucked with him at the same time?
No, I broke
Okay.
up with the
Okay.
old boy.
So,
The first nigga wasn't shit anyway.
I mean,
y'all
neither
talk
one
to the
of
ain't shit
them.
nigga at the
Neither
same
one
time.
of them was, but neither one of them was.
Okay, I got to.
Okay, come on.
Somebody interfere.
Because this is,
I'm lost.
y'all are making,
I don't
y'all
know
are,
what to say.
I've been saying this for years. Shout out to I Am 216 Radio. This is the first topic we talked about when I started I Am 216 Radio. Because women got this weird level of standard. Like, if I went to the movies with this nigga, if y'all destined to have 5 kids in a white picket fence, you can't be with them. For what? Fuck you. This is my husband. Like, I don't want to be your friend no more. Bye, bitch. I don't understand this loyalty to your friend so much. You know what I mean? When really, y'all be beefing over these ain't shit ass niggas that y'all think is corny ass niggas anyway. No, I'm not talking about y'all two. I'm talking about women in general. Like, they'll be beefing, but then you'll talk to them. You get up under the skin, and neither one of them want to be, or like the one who was with them didn't want to be with them.
Okay, I'll let you. Okay.
God is
How
good.
How I seen it at me stepping into that situation, it just at first I felt the same way. Like, you know, if he's saying ain't shit going on, whatever. But after a while, I felt guilty because at the same time, for one, I couldn't talk to her about
Your
it.
cousin relationship.
It wasn't really the other woman. I'm like, whatever. I just felt like it was some young shit. But then, for real, I was only like, what, 13? Like, this some young shit. Come on, like, I'm only 24, so it wasn't like.
I'm just being dramatic.
No, I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I didn't realize how bad it was till I actually talked to Jay about it. Like, to me, it was just like some. Like, I don't really give a fuck about this
So can
nigga.
I
Like,
ask you a quick
it's
question?
just me putting my foot in the water.
So would you have dated him at the? So if you were
deep.
changing it, would you either just date him later or not date him at all?
I'm not dating him at
well-
all because at the end of the day, you put how I looked at it after seeing her feelings in it. I was just like, you kind of put, not even him putting us in a situation, but you knew what you was doing at the end of the day, and you tried to play the fact, and we getting mad at each other. But after me and her got done having our discussion, I'm just like, the fuck I'm mad at her for?
Yeah.
He the one that lied. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, if you really trying to fuck with her like that, if you shouldn't be trying to have no fun with me. You should have been up front when I asked you.
Do you really?
When I-
Whoa,
no.
I can't can't just let words vomit out
I mean,
and you
I'm
not
just
respond.
saying, if
So-
I'm asking you out my mouth, you
But hold
fuck
on,
with her,
a
and
nigga.
you tell
Okay,
me
let me
no,
tell you. Let me tell you about niggas. I know y'all got this
tell me
thing
what
y'all
I
want
say.
about
But
niggas.
also, let's remember,
I'm gonna tell you the
Ain't
truth
no
about
gonna say
niggas.
that up front,
Yeah, she
though.
was-
We gon' get the pussy from who. I'm not saying y'all was fucking at that age, but in general, we gonna get the pussy from who giving it to us.
Yes.
So if you expect us to be,
Yes.
you expect us to find $20 on the ground and be like, "Hey, this somebody's 20." No, nigga, I
I'm
found the
putting it in my
20.
Spiders
A nigga's not gonna do. If he can get the ass from you, he gonna get the ass.
and ask questions later.
And ask questions. He'll deal with repercussions after he
I
busts
ain't gonna
nuts.
ask questions.
After he
I
busts
ain't
a nut,
asking
he don't-
questions.
we already don't really.
Shit.
We already really don't like y'all after he busts a nut. And be honest with you,
I'm hot and I want to be alone.
I'd rather play 2K right now.
Yeah, I need to play 2K.
Play
I'm
Halo.
I'm just keeping it
hungry,
100.
hot, and I need to play the game.
Yeah, have you ever dated a friend's ex?
I have. You know what? I have not. Just because. No, because the only girlfriend. So let me clarify this. I went from girlfriend. I broke up with her for. We broke up for a little bit. Then I started dating the chick that I was engaged to, and then we broke up. Then I started dating my wife. So, my girlfriends,
Yeah.
no. But if I fuck bitches, they're like my nigga, yeah. But I was just fucking the bitch.
That's fair.
So
That's fair game.
I ain't never like took a bitch to the movies.
I got
You
you.
can't, you know what I mean?
I might have bust on her
It's a
face,
difference.
but I ain't
oh
never took
my
her to the
God,
movies.
no.
Is you kissing her though?
Like,
Did you kiss her?
That don't count. That don't really mean shit though.
I mean, you know, people be saying.
I'm trying to.
That don't really mean
This is
shit.
very interesting.
But it's a difference between like actually like cuffing a bitch that your nigga.
Yeah, and like fucking a
We
bitch.
y'all niggas was in a relationship for 2 years and we in a relationship for 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's some different
that's
shit.
different.
Well, no,
Like,
that's what mine was. Then.
I ain't never
But-
did that.
Yeah, my
No.
friend.
It's
he
a
was- he was
difference.
hurt.
It's like, oh shit, bro, fuck you too.
Cause I was, yeah. I was on the search for like a wife,
I got you.
Yeah.
and like if that was my nigga, and they broke up, like she probably ain't like a. I didn't just date bitches,
got you.
like you know what I mean. Like you ain't about to be my girlfriend. You know, my mama. You about to meet my fucking
Mama
mama.
gotta meet
Fuck
you,
you
right?
talking about? We fucking. You're not going to my house.
Oh God.
Real shit, my
Boy,
nigga.
I tell you.
But
You come to my
But I
house.
just,
Shit.
I just feel like on the
me.
subject,
Hold on, y'all.
So
Say-
nobody-
on the subject of like what April's doing between Omarion and Fizz, that's just sticky as
that's
fuck.
fucked up because she
That's
online.
a,
with-
that's a whole
That's
different situation.
That like
They
out
in
of all the
love.
fuck that.
Are
They in
they?
love.
Are they?
They got
About this.
Instagram
You
love. Why
gotta
can't
think
they have
about
a relationship?
It's a lot
No,
of shit that
bruh.
come into factor with that situation though, because you gotta think about it. Them niggas started off as kids. Them niggas built a career
man.
together.
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas got
That's
money
fucked
together.
up.
You know what I'm saying? You done probably been
That's
at
love.
that man funeral, at that man wedding.
That's like fucking your
baby
your
shower.
brother, baby.
Them niggas got
Yeah.
babies together. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's
fucked
a
up.
whole
They was
different
about
life.
to
Niggas
have
get
a
killed
whole
over shit like that.
family.
Hell
I ain't
yeah.
even- like, for
Niggas
real.
Get killed
No,
over
they
shit.
do.
Less
Over
than
less-
that. Yeah. So that right there. To be honest with you, bro, I'll kill a nigga over some shit like that. Bro.
That's my
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
my
Like,
girl. Like
That's
this,
Yeah.
low key we married. You know what I'm saying? And we whole ass on
Yeah,
TV
they was
married.
about to get.
Damn.
They was about to get married.
that mean you'd have been in my crib watching the motherfucking.
Watching my son.
Right.
So
You
that
been around
means
my
that she
son?
off limits to Fizz forever. She
Hell
was
yeah!
supposed
Now
to
at that
be.
point, I'm
Yeah,
off
hell
limits
yeah.
to her. Like I'm off limits to my wife's friends forever if we break up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I can't pop back up with our now 9-year-old daughter at the birthday party with her friend from college.
You can't do no
And
shit
then
like
what if
that.
she is
Bitch gonna get scraped.
Because I heard I
She
was
not
reading.
pregnant.
She not. But what if she do get pregnant?
I mean, if
Hey,
she do
got
get
that
pregnant,
baby.
that's stickier. But
Them niggas have a
Omarion,
dance
like,
off.
he
They
don't
gonna
give a
have a
fuck.
pop lock
Yeah,
off.
Omarion ain't said shit though.
But I
He is.
respect
They gonna
it,
have a
though.
dance off. Them niggas gonna pop lock.
Yeah, them niggas gon'
do it for little sake.
They gonna whoa off. They gonna whoa off for the
niggas gon' get it in. You gotta wait till a rainy day.
Yeah, what?
Niggas
Cut
gon'
the
get it
clip
in.
and shit.
They gonna wear
Niggas
see-through
gonna get
shirts
it
and
in.
shit. They
Right.
gonna dance
They
outside.
gonna get it in.
That's funny, man.
No,
That
that's
is
that's
funny.
fucked up though, cause I
Yeah,
don't,
that's
I don't
fucked up.
really believe, you know what I'm saying? I don't
That's-
believe in no shit
That's
like that.
sticky. So
Yeah,
you done
man.
probably talked to Fizz about April when y'all was going through y'all shit when
Oh,
y'all
hell
was
yeah.
breaking up.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Right.
April, sis.
He probably was on some. when she feeling some type of way about Omarion talking to Fizz, she talking to Fizz as a brother type shit. You know what I'm saying? He probably in that bitch like, oh
No,
yeah.
they probably both liked each other the whole time.
Yeah.
He in that bitch licking his lips and shit.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't
He calling
say.
he calling Omarion all type of bitch ass niggas.
But I'm
Girl, don't worry
You
about
don't got to
that.
put up with that shit.
sometimes
Yeah,
I'm
he-
like,
I got you, baby. I real
For
back.
real, if you think about it, he was already probably hitting that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't know when the fuck that, you know what
but
I
I
mean?
feel like
I don't think
a
they
too
little
comfortable.
bit.
Yeah.
I feel like a little bit is staged too. What if it?
Oh
is?
yeah,
I think
Mona
so,
Scott
yeah.
did
I-
her
Like,
thing.
You got to
Love
catch
and
these.
Hip Hop.
You can't be staged with my baby mama. Like,
But
you understand
if
what I'm
you
saying?
for
Like,
Love and
that's
Hip
even
Hop-
more disrespectful.
Yes.
You want some stage shit with the mother of my 2 kids, nigga?
Yes, I'm not.
I'm
allowed.
saying-
I'd rather you
Stage.
marry the bitch and
I'm
then
not allowed.
y'all in love.
You don't, I'm just saying that because you don't never know what Mona Scott
Oh,
got
that's
up her
true.
sleeve,
Listen.
and then you know,
Okay,
Omarion probably
we
like,
was
I don't
singing
wanna be in
before
that
we knew
shit
who
no
Mona
more.
Scott was. Me and you been singing since 2001.
Before
If this bitch that came along and trumped that and got you fucking my baby mama
$5,000.
for views,
I'm not allowing it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
like we been together since we was 9,
I'd rather
nigga.
y'all have a real connection then.
Yeah, I'd rather y'all
I mean,
niggas get married, man.
Honestly, I mean, because I do feel like they have a connection, only just from seeing like
Damn, that shit
their
got me- that's
interactions
fucked
on
up.
multiple posts over the last few years on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I do feel like they have a real connection. I mean, I do think it is fucked up. Like I said, I've done it before.
Fucked up.
Eventually, you'll get over it,
Yeah.
or
So-
not. So I mean,
I
So
mean,
would
Omarion is over it.
Omarion be wrong if he put Fizz in the greatest Full Nelson of all time?
no,
Hell
Didn't
no.
let him out.
Don't do that shit behind
y'all just
scenes.
gotta fight it
One of the
out.
greatest
That is
Full
what it
Nelson
is.
of all
I just feel like that shit needed.
They broke up. Shit, they broke up. They don't want to be together no more. Omarion and April. So
She had to do some
that's
shit. to
Omarion might as well date Moniece.
No,
Oh, my
Monique's
God,
crazy
that
as
nigga-
fuck.
hell no. Monique need to be
That
single.
had to
Well,
be
this
the
is the
most
dis-
toxic,
yeah.
volatile relationship
Bro.
for Omarion to not say a goddamn
She was
thing.
just on live speaking about her own
She had
business.
to be out here doing the craziest shit for him to just not even.
I think all that
Their
shit-
youngest
April.
kid is only
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
3,
I think all
Who?
that
2 or 3.
But she said he
And,
left after
Monique's
after the
son?
baby was born.
No, April
April
and
and their
Hey,
daughter.
Omarion
They
son.
have a
I think
son and a daughter.
Yeah.
the daughter is like
she like 3.
3.
Yeah.
3. So I mean, that's
Probably
a
not
couple
even
of. That's a few years, but it's still. I feel like that's not enough
Too
time
quick.
for you to
And then-
be
Too soon.
this silent.
Because my
plus
daughter
too,
called my
like-
best friend Uncle, Uncle Bill
Mm-hmm.
or whatever.
Uncle.
Just
Well, how she
Uncle
supposed to
Bill
switch
becoming
to Uncle
Daddy
Bill
Bill.
become Daddy Bill?
No, just leave him
No,
as uncle. Just leave him
man.
as uncle.
She was sitting there crying like, "My kids love
Yo,
you." Yes, Uncle
Uncle
Fizz,
Bill.
motherfucker. The fuck?
Step Uncle
Me and
Bill.
your uncle
Bill.
have a great relationship.
Step Uncle Kill Bill the barber.
Like,
He got my
okay,
daughter at the
they
barber
ugly.
shop and
They
shit.
gonna see that shit when they get older too. When they
Yeah,
finally
that
can
shit
look
gonna
up
be
in the,
wild.
on the internet.
These was
I
these
mean,
mama's great little horse.
It might not
Huh?
even register to them though that was filed what she did though, because
No,
like
it's not.
No,
them
the
been
kids ain't
around
gonna
it.
get it. Kids ain't gonna get
That's
it.
their mama though. Like
Kids
that's
ain't gonna get it right
reg-
now.
hell
Yeah, as kids, but once they
No, I'm
get
talking about when
older,
they
When they get older,
older.
oh yeah.
16 years old.
they gonna see that
You
shit.
mean to
They gonna
tell
look
me
up
mine?
everything.
But I
the nigga I was
honestly,
calling uncle is daddy.
but
now?
no, I honestly feel like if that relationship
I wish
lasts,
my mama would.
the kids are gonna be okay with it, or everybody will adjust to it only because they've been together so
You
long.
know we
I
got.
feel like you shouldn't even put your kids in a situation like that though. The kids is a factor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when you considering even fucking with somebody like that, or considering even a situation like that, I feel like you should consider your kids.
You
as
got
well.
to.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I don't think people
if your
do, though.
kids go 4-5 years calling somebody just like you know what I'm saying, Dad said Uncle Bill.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? His daughter been knowing Uncle Bill her whole life as Uncle Bill. She don't know that that's just his best friend. She think that's really Uncle Bill.
Yeah,
You
she
know what
don't-
I'm saying?
she don't know
And
no
then
better.
Now Uncle
yeah, that
Bill
question is gonna
Could making me
with
breakfast in the
mommy.
morning.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Uncle
what?
Bill.
and his
Well, then you gotta
drawers.
stop
Uncle
calling
Bill.
everybody uncle and auntie. Then you gotta
Like
I feel
Uncle
like
Bill,
this
you
is
was
my
uncomfortable
this is
in
my
this kitchen.
friend
hell
Jacob.
no.
I don't know what the fuck that
This
is.
is
My
my
mama
best
know
friend
not to
Jacob.
pull that shit
Honestly,
like
We
that.
got a
Honestly,
fucked
yeah.
up generation of kids
But I
about
would
to come
say
up, man.
honestly, people probably honestly do need to stop introducing people to their children at such an early stage in a relationship. Only because you don't know if the shit gonna last.
Yeah, true. And then you don't know who the fuck you bringing around your child.
That
I
is
don't give a
also true.
fuck if that nigga charming and he's
Well,
this and his
well, April
eyes
know who
and
she
his
bring around
stuff.
her kid.
I mean, I'm just saying, just like for
Very beginning.
people bringing their kids. I don't give a fuck who this nigga is. You
Yeah.
don't know. People gonna show you what the fuck they want to show
I get
you, and that's period.
Mr.
Like-
2K.
Like, nigga, you don't know what people capable of.
God, I
Like, this nigga can offer all day. Let me watch your kids. At the end of the day, he could be doing something with
No,
your
that's true.
kids.
That's real.
And that's some real shit.
You gotta watch who you have around you.
I read an article that this guy was watching his girlfriend's daughter end up beating her to death because she peed in the bed.
Oh no.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, recently?
That was like 2 years ago.
Ooh, that's crazy. Still,
In
no matter
Florida.
what.
Not everybody know
Or
how to
something.
handle your
Crazy.
kid.
Crazy for real. Like,
Shit look real cute when
That's
you
why.
know the
That's why I
kid
feel
just
like
right
if
there.
you got some shit going on with your, you know what I'm saying, with your lady friend or your male friend or whoever you dealing with, man, it's best that y'all just work that shit out because if y'all been together for a time, enough time to know who you dealing with, then you know what you're getting out of that person.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
my nigga. That's wisdom beyond. Cause as young folks, and we all in the same age range of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? We all trying to figure this shit out. Cause our older people, our mamas, uncles, aunties, and shit, be trying to tell us shit, and we like to go against it, man.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's the rebellious.
I know this generation for some reason be trying to tell people don't stay together because of kids, or if that nigga ain't treating you, if that chick ain't treating you a certain way. Man, them niggas is lying to y'all, man. If you ain't never, you gotta look in the eye of your kid. If you are a human with a soul, and you look in your kid's eyes, and you then say, I want to be happy in a relationship, so I'm leaving you. It's something wrong with you.
leaving who?
I'm saying people who aren't happy in relationships and they stay because of the kids. You hear people nowadays saying don't stay. The fuck is y'all talking about? Do you have a soul? Have you ever looked in the eye of your kid and picked yourself and your happiness over theirs? What the fuck is wrong with you? Take your motherfucking ass upstairs, kiss that nigga or that woman that you got an attitude with, and raise that little motherfucker. What is wrong with
I see
what is wrong with people?
I see
But
what
what
you're
is that?
saying.
You are
but
not
it's
more important than that kid. The moment you had that kid, I don't give a fuck what your little feelings is. They come second now. That shit don't matter no more.
I feel like that's subjective.
It's not subjective. That kid matters more than you.
No,
Flat
but
the
what
fuck
if-
out.
what if the
No
dad-
matter what.
What if the person or the father or the mother of the child is not good for that child? What if
Okay, but those are very.
Situations like
I
that.
understand, but we tend to, like I said, we tend to focus on the negative shit, which is cool. There's a million more people who just don't like the person they with no more. The reason why motherfuckers is on the news for beating kids to death when he was watching his girl is because niggas don't always beat their girlfriend's kid to death. It's not like you ever just rode up and down the streets? Niggas ain't just out in the yard beating kids to death. The majority of motherfuckers are making selfish decisions. Yeah, if you with a motherfucker who ain't shit, who beating on you or fucking your cousin, yes, leave the nigga. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm talking about niggas who get tired in relationships, don't want to be with somebody no more, and decide I want to do what's best for me.
No, yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you? Mean you want to do what's best for you? You don't matter no more.
You know what it is, though?
The fuck is you talking about?
Motherfuckers get that sense in their mind that they feel like it's like, you know, as a kid, kids play with toys, right? You know what I mean? But after 5 months of playing with a toy, what they want to do, they want to find
new one.
a toy, a better toy to play with. You know what I'm saying? So instead of keep playing with that toy, Mom, can you go give me another toy? Or they about to go try to find another toy to play with or take somebody else's toy. It's the same situation.
The issue in that case, though, is that they're not enough.
Yeah.
And they're not figuring out what their issue is.
That's real shit.
And people tend not to look in they self and figure out what the fuck is going on. A motherfucker will tell you everything that you doing wrong, but not state one thing that they did wrong or state how they can fix they self in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of the fact that we in a relationship, I mean, I'm bringing 50% and you bringing the other 50%. It's only 100% of anything. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm bringing my half, you gotta match what I'm bringing.
Real shit.
You see what I'm saying? But a motherfucker tell you everything you doing wrong. I don't like the way you do that. I don't like the way you walk right. I don't like the way whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way you talk, this, that, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Your
Tell
breath
you
stink in the morning.
every
Yours do too.
You know what I'm
You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell them. They'll never
Everything.
acknowledge they breath stink too.
It's not as strong.
Yeah,
Like,
they'll tell you
fuck?
everything you do
You got
wrong.
gingivitis.
But when you look at a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, because they talking out the side of their neck about you, and you might be, I'm the type of person that accept judgment. If you tell me something, I'm gonna look at myself like, damn, you might be right. Okay, let me see if you, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to work on that. You know what I'm saying? But the next motherfucker, everybody ain't like that. So the next motherfucker might be like, they not gonna say what they doing wrong because it's hard to actually look at yourself and tell yourself what you doing wrong.
Yeah, it's
You know
hard.
what
That's
I'm
hard as
saying?
fuck.
Yeah.
That's hard. You know what I mean? But that's something that people actually got to work on. And if you work on that, instead of telling everybody else, I mean, the person in your relationship, instead of telling them what the fuck they doing wrong, if you fix what you doing wrong, you know what I'm saying?
It's start to
monkey
balance
see,
out.
monkey do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
real
gonna help
shit.
your relationship. You know what
That's
I mean?
real as fuck, man.
For real. That's how it goes.
That's true.
That's real shit.
I'm
That's how it
say
goes.
we're gonna slide to our next topic though, you guys. Next we have what did we say was next?
Well, okay, so we wanted to kind of get into the school closing
You can get
that's
to that
happening.
next, yeah. So
Yeah.
we have, the proposal going on
Cleveland.
right now is to close Collinwood High School and MLK, and then merge them with Glenville. Actually, a lot of people are, of course, upset. A lot of people.
I'm upset because
You
they gonna just because they sports gonna be a motherfucker. Nah, there's gonna be some shit going on.
That's bad.
But Glenville football and basketball team gonna win states, nigga.
Yeah, they gonna be they better be the best.
The track team, nigga, them
They
niggas
gonna be. Hey, we was just.
they gonna be national
we
champions,
was just
nigga.
saying that. Them motherfuckers gonna be good down to the soccer team.
Exactly, bro.
Shit.
But no, so people were saying how a lot of them felt upset about it because they don't want their schools losing their history and all this other shit. But I mean, when I looked at like the proposal of it and reading some of the facts about it, where the schools probably can house 2,000 students, but are probably holding 300 or 400. So when you look at it from that,
It's sad. It's
and
sad,
the
bro.
buildings are fucking old and are not being worked on and kept up. So
Right. Why you merging them all to Glenville? The Glenville ain't been updated in since
Ain't none of them
before I was
motherfuckers-
there.
I agree with you. Me and my dad were talking, and we said that the best thing probably would be to do is leave all the schools open right now and just build a new school in a central location.
Yeah, because Glenville. The thing about Glenville is kind of like, you know what I mean?
Centralized.
But they need to build a new school.
Yeah, I think they should just build a new school because every
Yeah.
other area gets a new school. Like,
It should be like
the old school.
the perfect place would have if it's too far, but it would have been like East High. That's a big ass motherfucking high
that's
school.
big.
Nigga, that shit big as
what is
hell.
it used for now?
It's like some
like
kind of I don't even know.
this.
Yeah, it really
Like
is.
this,
It is.
you know,
Yeah,
It's like just.
a building for people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of, it's really kind of like board of education.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah, I don't even know.
Because when we were in high school, they moved. I think it was East High. That they had them come. They shut down their school and they had them come over to Glenville, and that shit was crazy. It was crowded as fuck. So many more fights was happening.
Now, was it crowded or was it that they just only used certain parts of the building though?
No, it was crowded. It was
That's-
crowded.
That's what I was thinking for a minute. Like, yeah, that's gonna be a lot of people in one school. Like, what about in classrooms?
Hell yeah, you merging two.
But I mean, if you got 300 people from each school though. That's 900 total. I mean, you just got to divide it up from that,
Yeah.
each
But-
because the buildings can hold about 2,000 people.
But with one teacher in the room, like, like that's just
Well, it depends on if all the rooms are being used. I don't like going through
it'd
some of
be
the schools.
like a
some of the schools not
college
being
lecture,
used.
for
Yeah,
real.
a lot of the part. Yeah, that's what we're saying.
But no, the thing is, a lot of the classrooms are vacant.
Mm.
Okay.
Like it's
There's
sad. bro.
storage. There's storage for everything.
It's sad, dog.
Yeah, I went to Collinwood actually a few years ago.
No, for real.
The whole third floor, they don't even use that.
Shit, crazy.
It's
It's
a waste.
crazy.
Like you can't even go. Like what's funny about Collinwood though is like I went there, but like I didn't go there.
you just were on road.
Y'all know me. But when I was there, I was on bullshit. But they got secret passageways in their school, like a
Underground
lot of
Railroad?
different shit like that. Like you might open a door and find yourself in a forbidden hallway type shit.
shit.
For real. So it was just one classroom across from like the computer lab, and behind a bookcase was a door. I don't know how the fuck I don't know how we
Behind
found
the
it.
bookcase was a door.
Behind the bookcase was a
No,
door.
y'all
I swear
supposed to
God.
be a motherfucking
Open
Spanish.
the door. You
Right.
open the door.
If I the book.
For real. You open
Bitch,
the
you
door.
found a door to Narnia. You found a door.
I don't know how we found it, but
Did y'all ever
you
go
open
through
the door- Yeah, hell yeah. You open the door, you go up the stairs, you on the third, like the whole third floor was locked
Oh.
off. You can't get up there. But this
Why
is how
was
we
it
used to get up
locked
there.
up?
Get up there, you know what I mean? It's just like I used to step up there. It felt like I was just like I went back in time.
Damn.
Everything was old as fuck up there. Like it's
That's
just
crazy.
That's the waste
everything
of it,
old.
yeah, where-
just
Wow.
and it was so much space up there, but it wasn't that many people that went. Like I went to Collinwood in like 2014.
Damn, that shit crazy, man.
Baby.
And that because we think I went to like when I graduated from Shaw, we only graduated like 187. Like we graduated murder from my class, but it was like 300 and something of us, and it was 4 classes. So we had like 1,300 people in the school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what them schools should hold. Like Shaw Hill, and we was at 1,200, and we wasn't at capacity.
Oh damn! So
We wasn't at capacity.
So,
So-
I mean, honestly, I get it. I mean, I get the merging of the schools.
It's gonna be
It
rough
makes
though.
sense.
They better have a plan.
They
That-
definitely need a plan.
Rough.
I just started with CMSD. One of the main issues is too much freedom. They allow me to do shit, but you shouldn't be allowing me to do shit because there should be some structure already.
got
You know what I'm saying?
It should be some,
Yeah, like you shouldn't allow me to come in and just set up in-school suspension from scratch.
Day one, right?
What the fuck is what was going on
Day
before I
one
got
of
here,
your
bro?
45-day
He
agenda.
was like, what the fuck is this?
Like what was going on before I got here? It's a lot of just fucked up shit going on with CMSD, man. Cleveland Metropolitan School.
Who's the superintendent now?
I don't even know who it is, man.
We need to look him up, send the email, and be like, listen.
I never met.
I know it's a man.
never-
I heard one of the former superintendents, a female one. Someone just told me her name earlier. I think she's in jail now for corruption.
Trisha
Probably.
Snow.
They be doing some.
That's
What?
that's
Why does that
one on
make
Family
it?
Guy. Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
Asian
that sounds
reporter.
familiar as fuck.
They be doing fucked up shit for enrollment. And
Yeah, they all been doing that one though, for real.
Fuck no.
Really? I don't know what the fuck is maybe thinking that.
It's
shit.
crazy,
I don't
man.
know.
it's crazy.
That shit is really
No,
wild.
but I think that's a bad thing that they're doing that though. I'm against it only because you gotta think about it. I mean, the east side of Cleveland is big, but it's up the way, down the way. You got out the way. There's so many different hoods that factor into it, and so many different hoods is beefing, and y'all about to just combine everything into one.
It's gonna be rough.
Said,
So
fuck
when
all of that
we-
beef
when-
and shit.
Tell niggas I ain't taking the job in Glenville.
We was literally just talking about this yesterday. Like, bruh said that it's gonna be like the movie Lean on Me.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Because everything is factored into one.
It's gonna be
You know
the,
what I'm saying?
but that's why they always said, man. It was a while ago with some other shit, but it need to be some kind of blend of somebody who got community knowledge with the motherfuckers in school with like the who set up curriculums and shit. Because you can't be like you was just saying. You combining all these different hoods and shit together in one school, man, and they probably don't even know.
Yeah,
Or they probably don't even care.
They looking at time away from the school like
possibility.
this community's 10 minutes, this community's 12 minutes. We can play that shit if you want to.
Right. I live deep on the other end of the community.
That shit crazy, bro.
So I do agree there needs to be a plan for, like you said, in place to make it that it does work out.
They just wanted
But
to be convenient.
I get it though. I honestly get it. It's because we're wasting buildings and we can change it into something else.
And the truth is, all the motherfuckers, like, all the kids go to, like, the kids that used to go to Glenville and Collinwood and shit go to Euclid and Maple and Brush.
Or
Like,
some of those smaller
they families
schools.
move.
Yeah, that is also true.
Yeah, their families just don't live in Cleveland no more. They live in Euclid. They live in South
A lot of
Euclid.
motherfuckers. I went to Euclid too.
That's Euclid
How many
is.
schools you go to?
God
No,
damn.
that's
That's,
You know what's
that's
crazy
that
though?
shit.
I went to I'm gonna say I went to Euclid.
Were you enrolled there and didn't go?
I never went. I went. Listen, what's so crazy about me? Okay, so with Euclid, I got kicked out the city of Euclid.
Oh.
Not just
Dang.
the school. I got kicked out the
Nigga got
city.
kicked out
of
the
Euclid.
city.
God damn.
We better not see you on the
They
streets,
evicted
nigga.
you, right.
We don't
I mean,
give a
I'm allowed
fuck
to go
if you
back
gotta
down,
book back
but
home.
I
You
was
can
like,
pass
I was
through.
like 12 years old. I got
Like,
kicked out
nigga,
the
get
city of
the fuck
Euclid.
back in the
12.
city.
Yeah, I was like 12. Bro.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Ooh,
like 12.
Leon, no.
Yeah.
Get the
But,
fuck out the city.
So yeah, so I went to like my 4th day of school when I went to Euclid. I went to jail. My 4th day of
Damn.
school.
Nigga not even
I
a
went to,
teenager
yeah,
yet.
it was bad.
Right.
Then I went to Collinwood my 10th grade year. It was so crazy at Collinwood. Literally, I walked through the metal detectors, weed all on me, gun on me, all type of shit.
Oh shit, you was ready.
Yeah, it was bad in there. I went through there. I go in the hallway, like, you trying to smoke? You trying to smoke? We about to match. Go to
A
the weight
businessman.
room. I smoke. I go to my second period class because that teacher, her name was Miss Dudley. Shout out if you watch Miss Dudley. Shout out to you. 'Cause
Miss Douglas.
I passed Miss Dudley class with a B+. I ain't never did a no work in
She
her
a hindrance.
class.
Don't pass. Don't shout
Right,
her out.
don't shout her
Shout
out.
Miss Dudley. I'm shutting her out.
Miss
That's
Douglas,
the
you up
only
here
high
fucking
school
people
credit
up.
I ever had.
Where his responsibility at?
For real,
the
but
only high
after her
school
class, I go to lunch and I leave school. I was in school for like an hour. and a
Niggas
half,
never
2
miss
hours.
lunch
And
though.
Oh, you never miss lunch.
Never.
You go to lunch 2 to
Niggas
3
never
times.
miss lunch.
I
Was the
hit
class
two
that
shit,
everybody
both
went
lunches
to.
up. Shit, lunch was an
Niggas
hour.
would go to
I'm
3
hitting my
lunches.
Yep.
And
Hell
I'm hitting
yeah.
that lunch.
We used to play
Niggas
tongue. We used to play
never
tongue
miss
for dollars in lunch though, so that's why I used to go.
Yeah, I'm hitting
The
lunch.
best
Never.
roasting was
Rap
on
battles.
rap battles.
Everything.
Everything was going down at lunch.
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Food fights
Game.
was going
While all
on.
that
bro.
was
No,
going
girl,
on,
I ain't had food
I
fights.
was
We
trying
was
to
hungry.
eat.
The food
We
was
did not have
terrible
many
anyway.
food fights.
Yeah, while all that shit was going on, I was trying to eat.
Right.
Everybody
Niggas
going
never
on that.
miss lunch. Niggas
Y'all
never
niggas ain't
miss
hungry. I came to
I'm
school
here
to
for the
eat.
food,
I
nigga.
came
One
to
girl
eat.
started
I'm here
throwing
for the
corn
motherfucking
and mashed
toast pizza,
potatoes.
my
You know what?
I was under
You
the
hear me,
table.
Dad? I'm from what y'all
I
doing.
feel
I
you.
came to
Food. I
eat.
have seen them flick, but nothing like a major food.
That
Like,
bitch threw
You
that
see
bitch
niggas in
threw
the
mashed
hallway
potatoes
all
towards
day,
us.
but
We
they
was
at
not
lunch.
playing that
Fuck
shit.
that. I love
and then
it.
you gotta
Bitch,
beg
you
the
coulda
lunch lady
gave
you
them
that
to
second
me.
meal. Like, come on, let's get that second meal. I'm
Come
hungry.
on, babe.
After
Right.
lunch, I left. I went to Promise Academy too. I left
Damn,
that shit.
nigga.
I went to Promise.
Promise?
I think I went to
That
another high
was-
school too, but man, I ain't never finished high school, y'all. I got my GED in jail. So.
Well, no, that's good.
Well, that's good
got
that
it.
you got it.
Yeah, you
I
got
had
it.
to, man. What's crazy is y'all won't believe this shit. I was in all honors classes too.
And just not doing the shit because you
I
didn't
was
want to.
smart. Yeah, I,
Right.
just didn't- I mean,
Maybe
like,
you was just smart as
I'm
fuck.
talking about in 4th grade, I went to Indian Hills. I had the highest. You know how you take like that in,
Those
you know, in
tests,
school.
yeah.
I had the highest OAA score in all Ohio in math. I was on the 9th grade math level in 4th grade.
Yeah.
So I was,
Yeah.
I was moving up and shit. I went to Central, did all that shit, but I was always in honors classes. You know what I mean? And that shit was easy to me. So school got boring to me because the shit
It
was
didn't keep your
easy.
attention.
Yeah, I learned how to do illegal shit.
That's what
Shit.
caught
a wrap,
you.
And do it well, apparently.
It was over with. It was over with.
You motherfucking,
Shit.
you going at a 9th grade level? You
Hell yeah, I can make some money off this shit. But you know what though? What's crazy about me is I really like. I didn't start off like that. I tried to get jobs, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was like 12, 13 years old, feeling like 5, 6 job applications out every day. My mom will tell you every day, but I didn't know I couldn't get no job.
I'm gonna say, who the hell give you a job?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
right.
that. I didn't know that. So shit. Once I realized like these motherfuckers ain't fucking with me, shit. Motherfucker, this school ain't buying me no J's. I want
Right.
J's. You know what I'm saying? I want shoes.
Yeah.
I want
That's-
smoke. You know what I mean?
That shit gonna be rough though. That shit gonna be rough.
School became like a non-factor to me, but I was always smart. Like I actually just rolled back. I'm always in school though. I went to try after I got my GED. I went to Tri-C.
Oh, good.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm about to go back to school for phlebotomy class.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
They just had me take a test there. They had me take 4 tests, 2 reading, 2 math, and your score was out of 600 for the math. I scored 590.
Oh, shit.
For the reading, I scored 596. So
Oh,
That's
good.
what's up, dog.
This
damn near
nigga.
aced everything.
About to
That's
go
what's
do
up,
my
man. That's
homework.
what's up, dog.
I mean,
You
I was
doing your
good in
homework
school.
for you.
You about to
Just
do
ain't
my
feel like doing that shit.
I
Right.
just wasn't doing that.
And that's honestly that shows you that your focus can be you can still be smart and just not really give a fuck about school.
Yeah, I just didn't
Like,
give
it
a
doesn't.
fuck about school.
I think
wanted
that,
money.
and that's real shit. I ain't trying to be whatever, but like I think that's what happens when like the negative shit can drive you. You know what I'm saying? Because once you realize you smart enough, if like any negativity, because I've only reason I went to school and got my degree is because I was good at football and niggas gave me a scholarship. So I'm like, I go to college. Shit, you gonna pay for me to go? And then once I got there, I learned like, all right, you know what I mean? I got out of East Cleveland, got with some motherfuckers who took school serious. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was about to flunk out my first year. You know what I'm saying? But when negativity driving your decisions and shit, like you get bored and you can't find the positivity in it. Like you can't like I was just talking to my homie about this today because man, her son is at Euclid, at Central. He in honors classes, but he's starting to get in trouble because he finishing his work. And she like the school too easy for him. I'm like, all right, I feel that. I said, because, you know, whatever, she got shit going on with her son's father and shit like that. She the homie, whatever. I'm like, so the daddy in me, like the daddy side is, all right, you got the school shit down. Now this is a lesson for you on social skills. Sometimes shit gonna be too easy. Sometimes you're gonna be able to be done quicker.
Yes.
How do you deal with free time? Like, how do you manage your space? Like, that's the lesson he got to learn. Until you transfer
Sometimes when
him,
you get a job, when you finish with
you
your work,
still got to do something productive
Yeah.
until the day is
you're
over.
gonna get fired
Because
if you
you're
don't.
right, Jeff. I ain't gonna lie. When I went to college, I played football. I ain't played football for you because I practiced with them, but I played football for Collingwood. I played football all my life though, since I was like 8. You know what I mean? But I played high school football for Collingwood. That was the only time I really went to school. You know what I'm
Was for that,
saying?
yep.
Like, that was the only time I'm like, damn, they started giving you them cards where your teacher had to fill out. Shit, I got it.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
And especially too, since you on the team, you making sure shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you driven by
this
some
game.
sort of positive reinforcement, man.
I was just
Yeah,
saying you're
yeah.
driven by because you want to play in the game because you
Yes,
want to be,
man.
you want to have that highlight.
feels
You
different,
wanna-
bruh.
yeah, you want to be out
Football
there as a
was
star.
life.
It's
I
interesting.
love football, man. I play football today. I wish, like, to be honest with you, I wish I didn't like get caught up in the streets and shit, man. Because football was really like, if I would have really took like school serious, y'all probably wouldn't even know me right now. You know what I mean? Like,
playing ball.
You know,
I
not
still
saying
know
This
shit.
nigga be a
I
whole ass
was,
scholar.
I really be not saying I was just excellent as fuck at football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
But
was,
good
I
enough,
was great
shit.
I was great at football, and I was excellent in school. You know what I'm saying? That shit factors.
And you
Shit, you was
and you would have won. You would have won. It's three. It's four. It's
I
four
could've been
divisions that get these scholarships in college.
And then plus two, you said you had a 9th grade level in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
You could have been an accountant.
Right.
You could have been anything.
Come do some taxes, my
You
nigga.
could've been
Right.
something.
You can still
I'm
do
good
that.
with
Do
numbers.
niggas taxes
Right.
and get a
Felonies
percentage.
kill me, man.
That does.
Kill me,
What
man.
that got to? You can still do niggas taxes.
All right, hold on, we're gonna switch. Our last topic. What's on here?
Elsa?
Yeah, our last
Oh, yeah,
topic
yeah,
is
imagery.
so. They're
This is
saying,
K's night. I'm sorry.
is-
This
I
is-
got- I know.
You
I
are
I
introducing
researched
all the
these.
topics.
Yeah.
baby.
So the last thing we're gonna talk about is that they are talking about they're gonna have Elsa, from Frozen. Let it go. Mm-hmm. I'm about to sing "Let It Snow."
Yeah.
So they're right. That's about to say for real.
Let it.
Let it shine. But no, so they're talking about they're gonna have her be
about
a
let it
lesbian in
shine.
this movie, in the next Frozen 2. Now, people are saying let kids be kids. They don't want that in the movie. So I'm gonna say I felt first, and we can all go around. I'm gonna say if you're saying let kids be kids, there needs to be a balance. Are we saying let's take out all romance out of these movies then? Or are we just saying let's take out gay romances out of these movies? Because there's a difference between, you can't just say, oh, I'm sorry. So some kids are going to identify as gay or not. If they see a relationship, some of them are going to acknowledge and be like, okay, you know what? That kind of identifies how I feel. Some of them aren't going to acknowledge the shit at all because it's not going to apply to them. But if you're saying let kids be kids, then it needs to apply to all things. It can't just be a certain group that we are applying
true.
to.
I feel like I feel like kids really don't know what they like until they hit a certain age. You know what I mean? Like, if you like girls, you know what I mean? That's something that's like, if you a man, you know what I mean? If you a boy, okay, if you a boy, that's something that's kind of implanted in your head at a young age. You're supposed to like girls. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you still supposed to let a kid figure that out for itself. You know what I mean? But I feel like you let them figure that out on their own, but I feel like it takes time for them to figure it out. I feel like they don't know. You can't be 9 years old saying, oh, I like boys. You know what I'm saying? I feel like 13, 14, you know what I'm saying, 15, 16 years old, when you're a teenager and you really understand what you really like, what you really understand, what you really know about people, that's where that's where that factors into, oh, this is what I really like. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Like, but I mean, I feel like you do got a good point with the let kids be kids, because, and I didn't even see it that way because not, you know what I mean? I seen that actually on Facebook, I think it was.
That's where I saw the
And
shit.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nah, man, that ain't how it's supposed to be. But you know what, you right, because it's some, you know what I mean, some kids that might think that this is what they like. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say think because, you know, they don't really fully understand, they don't really fully know.
You don't understand
But
anything
This
yet.
is what they
Yeah.
think that they like. So why not give them a chance to see, you know what I mean, or experience this? You know what I mean? Because they might be thinking like, oh, this ain't right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or that ain't right. You know what I mean? And it's always the princess and the prince, or you know what I mean. That's always how the story goes. So
look at all these girls fuck niggas nowadays.
Yeah, why not see the other side of the story? But I feel like you know that that should come into the movies for the older kids. I feel like kids, you know what I mean, like children, let that be. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I feel like when it comes to shit like for the older kids, like 12, 13, 14. That's when you could put that type of shit in there. You know what I mean? Like let them experience something else, because now it's time for them to actually start using their brains and understanding and figuring out what they want to be and what they want to do with themselves. You know what I mean?
Can I piggyback off that? Because I feel where you're coming from, and I understand the argument of I understand the imagery. I disagree with the premise. So what I mean is, I have a 5-year-old. The story, if it's gonna be, if Elsa's, I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. But if Elsa's gonna be a lesbian, let's just make everybody lesbians, or everybody gay, or everybody straight, because she's 5. Like, I don't even let her pick dinner.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she does not have the mental ability to fluctuate between movie story arcs. She doesn't have that yet. You know what I mean? She barely can spell the words to let it go. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I get the imagery and it needs to be there. But with small children, I don't. If the imagery needs to change, then let's just let all the princes be with princes and let's let that be it. And every movie has a prince with a prince. I don't give a fuck. Or a princess with a princess. Or a princess with a prince. And whatever it is, give them, they're looking for a roadmap. They're trying to draw their A's and their B's correctly on the right dotted lines. Like, it's a lot going on there. You know what I mean? This whole, we trying to inject this fucking adult concept into the minds of 5-year-olds. They're literally not developed enough yet to understand what's going on. So, as we go forward, I don't, you know, if we got, you know, Maleficent is coming out, that's for like teenagers, whatever. I don't give, put as much imagery in there that needs to be represented. You know what I mean? Princes with princes, princesses with princesses, and let it work. But it's just with kids, man. We got to, because the actual concept of a sexual conversation is just not, right now, we trying to tell her, if ananybody touches your vagina or butt, tell your teacher or your parents. That's about it. It's all the fucking sexual conversation I want to have with my 5-year-old. And that's all I need to have. And that's all she needs to know right now. She don't, that's not even a conversation for us to have with her yet. I don't even have a conversation with her about the prince and the princess. I got you. That's not a topic of conversation. Just pick your favorite character. She, like, her brain is not even,
it's not there yet.
Yeah. She's not even putting 2 and 2 together. Like, she still think boys is icky. She gonna grow out of that shit. And by the time she 9, she gonna have a favorite prince she like. Okay. So on Disney, not on Disney XD, but on Disney, not on Nick Jr., but on Nick, you can, let's have men with, you know, boys with boyfriends, girls with girlfriends, and we can start having that conversation. But not on Nick Jr., bro.
I'm saying, I think Disney Channel has that. Not on Nick Jr. I
just don't put it on Nick Jr., dog.
House.
That's all I'm saying. That's all. Whatever we gonna do, let's stick to it. If we gonna do princes with princes, let's do that.
I just feel like the fuck. I agree with you. I feel like why are we trying to acknowledge her? Is she gonna be having sex?
Yeah,
Like, what does that matter?
We can do it when the time is right.
Matter?
When the time is right, she needs to have all that information, and we need to have that conversation. Because if my daughter is a lesbian and she in junior high school, then I'm gonna support her and her girlfriend going to junior prom, junior homecoming prom. I don't really. That's not my point. It's just at 5. Like my 13-year-old, I get it. My 5-year-old, we not having that fucking conversation. We just not doing that.
I feel like, okay, so it's a child's movie. So at the most, what are they gonna be doing? They're not dry humping.
So
yeah, I get it.
What if we take out the relationship piece and just leave it as friendship?
Yeah, they could just be best friends.
No,
fine.
I get it.
Because that's
if
what
they
we
do,
thought when we
are
was
we
kids.
tripping?
If they do it. the kid doesn't get anything really.
Yeah.
So it's not even going to be, see, we're injecting our adult brain. They're not like, why they was fucking a dude last movie, but a girl. That's not where their brain is. They don't really get
they don't
what
get
the
it.
fuck happened to the prince, daddy. Like, that's all it's not about fucking. Their favorite character no longer exists, and they want to know why.
Yeah.
And now you got a conversation
I
about.
feel like-
and she
My
don't-
prince,
and she-
I
You overthink it too and add
yeah.
what you need.
And now she glossed over like, what the fuck is you talking
And
about,
they
bro?
never even presented this information to us.
No.
Would we even know that Elsa is gay? Because apparently Elsa
That's what I'm
always
saying.
Elsa gay. No one knows
Elsa been gay
Disney
since the
knows.
first-
If Elsa gay, cool, and I'll let my daughter know when she is ready to have a conversation about what she.
Or
But in
just
the
like
movie,
with
they're not gonna
Arthur,
be like
the
that.
the
They
show
not gonna
Arthur.
be- Yeah,
They
Arthur.
trying to make Mr. Ratburn be
No,
gay.
he already got married.
But he got married and stuff, and I feel like that's slightly different. But I feel like in this, I've never seen the movie, but it's a child's movie. They're not going to be having them doing
Anything.
anything.
Maybe
So
a
why
kiss
does
at the end of the
nobody
movie,
even
and that's
know?
cool. If Elsa kiss a girl, I don't think it's gonna affect the kid. And like that's the thing. It's not. My daughter's not gonna turn her head and be like,
She might be like, but
She
she's
not.
not even gonna care after that. She gonna be like, all right, whatever. Get
She-
back to
I
the.
just feel
if she
like-
would have kissed the
I
prince, she'd
just
be like,
feel
ew. If she kissed the girl, she gonna say, ew. To both of them, bruh.
kissing
She's
mom.
fine.
the way I mean, the reason why I said what I said, I just feel like, as far as that goes, is because what I was just thinking while I was saying.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, no,
It's
okay.
the liquor.
So like, basically, what it is like, shit. I
You lost it.
Yeah, I lost it. I mean, no, shit. With the whole situation is like, so say for instance, they do that, right?
Some of Elsa being
I feel like
lesbian.
they just shouldn't be trying to implant that in children's minds. You know what I mean? Let children grow up. You know what I mean? That's like red, green, and blue. You know what I mean? Children gon' if they play with dolls, they gonna have a Barbie doll and a Ken doll. You know what I'm saying? They don't want two Barbies. They want a Barbie and a Ken. You know what I mean? They go together like that. You see what I'm saying? But my thing is, it hasn't been a problem, you know, thus far with children growing up and figuring out, oh, I don't, you know, that was cool when I was a kid, but I don't like men. Or I don't like, you know, with boys saying, oh, I don't like girls, I like boys. You know what I'm saying? So it hasn't been a problem thus far. Why change it now? Why try to even implant that in a child's mind? Let the child figure out what they like when it's that time to actually even be liking something.
Right.
You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
say something real quick
because
with that,
at the time, like even with Dad said, 5, 6, 7 years old, that shit doesn't even register in their mind. You know what I'm saying? That's not even a factor. They watch the movie to see the snowflakes and shit.
Yeah,
They
they
want
not
to
even
see
watching.
superpowers and
Yeah,
shit.
they not
That's
watching
what they
for
want
it.
to see.
What you were
But
saying.
my thing is, over time, when they see that type of shit over time, years and years of them watching that movie, kids don't start growing up believing like, oh, I should like females. Girls gonna think, oh, I should like, or boys
the
gonna think,
movie?
oh, I should like boys. Not saying that that's, you know what I'm saying, that that's necessarily wrong, but let them figure that out for themselves instead of trying to implant that in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it hasn't been a problem thus far. You know, if kids grow up feeling like, if a boy feel up growing like, I mean, if a boy grow up feeling like he like a boy, it haven't been a problem this far. Shit, you know what I'm saying? He like, that's what he like. You know what I'm saying? He figure out that's what he like at 14, 15 years old. He can clearly think about that shit now. He can understand that's what he really like now. But at 7 years old, you know, if that's what he's seeing on TV, then that's getting implanted in his mind. He might think that's the right shit, but that's not really what he like. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they should just keep it how it was. You know what I'm saying? I ain't watched no fairy tale movies and shit growing up. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck. I can't remember what the fuck I watched.
That's
but
just action
shit.
stories.
That's the whole point.
Yeah,
You
but
fucking
I mean,
remember
like,
what
I just feel
watched,
like,
dog.
you know what I mean? Let kids be kids. You know what I mean? I feel like if every blue movie, if every so and so movie, like, okay,
My
all
bad.
right, she gay or he
Who's
gay,
that?
you know what I mean? They let that be, okay, that's fine. But I feel like now they trying to put every single movie, oh, she lesbian or he gay. You know what I mean? Let it be, oh, this movie he gay, this movie he got a wife. You know what I'm saying? Let it be where they can figure it out, the difference.
Well,
You know what
I'ma
I'm
say
saying?
this,
As
I
they
see-
grow older. You know
I
what
think
I mean?
being that person that did not know what they were, all I saw was the straight couples, and I'm like, I don't really identify with the straight couples. So how am I going to figure out who I am if I'm not seeing anything about it that represents who I am really?
Right.
And I mean, for me, I knew that honestly at a young age. Now it didn't become clear to me all the way until I watched the show Tita Tequila when I knew what bisexuality was. So it made sense to me then. But being a young kid, being a young kid, I wasn't really about shit like that anyway. You know, I would just kiss people, boys and girls. It didn't matter. I was a young kid, kissing everybody. But you know, I mean, I do think that having some representation does need to be seen. But if we can just make it that they're friends, they're just close friends, so they don't have to be in a deep relationship.
Right.
Just be close friends, and that can be general for the boy, whether straight or gay in the movie or not. So it doesn't have to be a deep relationship. Just be something simple. They're just close friends.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but if we be honest, those type of movies, anyways, is just like brainwashing kids, anyways. Cause like,
it's all brainwash shit.
Cause it's like, why the girl got to be rescued by the prince, or why she even need a prince in the first fucking place? Why can't she get the shit done on her own?
Because where does the point of having a prince if he doesn't factor into the movie with a
Thank
princess?
you.
Why do she need a prince?
And a princess. That's like boy and girl.
Why she can't get the shit done?
How the fuck you gonna get pregnant?
What
you talking about?
Listen, it's
sperm out.
Like niggas be swearing they don't need niggas, boy.
It's yin and yang though. It's always
Take the sperm out, freeze
it's
the
just
sperm.
like black and
You
white.
still need to get the sperm from a nigga. My bad.
But okay, but not even in that type of context. Why do she feel like she needs somebody to rescue her? Why can't she be?
You're putting. Here we go again as adults who are damaged, hurt, lived, loved. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about we've lived, loved, come to our understanding. I know who I am as a person now. That's a fucking movie.
But
My little daughter's not like, he saved her. It's just a movie.
Frozen is like that. Frozen is.
But you're watching as a human. You're watching as an adult woman.
All right.
Not as a 4-year-old kid.
Right.
Oh,
They don't
I'm
have
just
the. They don't
saying.
even know what cognitive reasoning is to even put two and two together.
But they're not dumb. They still learn.
They're dumber.
something.
They're a lot dumber than you.
I know.
Ask them what 2 + 2 equals. They're dumb.
But they pick up
In
stuff,
standards to
just
you.
like they pick up stuff around the house.
Okay, of course. But
They pick up stuff-
okay, ask them to drive a car. They're,
It's not even that. I'm not trying to ask them to do my taxes or anything like
the
that.
taxes.
It's not even that. It's
But
that when
They only know what you teach them. So, you know.
That's my point
that's
exactly.
Like, it's kind of like, you know, when some people is like, you know, when you go to school, they tell you like all about the different types of learning. Some people learn shit by actually doing something. Some people learn about something by hearing it. Some people learn about some stuff by seeing it. You know what I'm saying? But if you actually seeing and hearing something, a kid is gonna take that into effect.
that's exactly what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
You're watching the movie, but you're not watching it, not retaining any of the information. She might be able to tell you what the fucking movie was about an hour from now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she retaining some of it. Maybe it's not for a long time, but if she's constantly seeing these fairy tale like movies where it's like, okay, the princess, she was down and out until she met the prince, or the prince brought her up to his level, or stuff like that. She might think that she need a man to take care of her when it's not always like that. Maybe we should. I'm just saying, like, what about these movies where it's like empowering? Like, I can go get this shit done on my own, or with him as being just like a support. I can go get it done, but he's like a support. Why I got to be like, oh, I'm needing him to get it done? You know, like, I don't know how to solve this problem by myself. I need this man to solve it for me. I'm just saying.
I feel
God
that.
damn, Dale.
I feel that. Like the
I don't even have the
princess is
energy to
that
respond to
damsel
that.
in distress.
Yes, the
and
whole
he
damsel
just
in distress
climbs
situation.
up the tower and
Okay.
be like,
knight in shining armor.
Were y'all raised by parents or movies?
when I could have just climbed
Some
down
shit.
with my
Were y'all
hair.
raised? Do y'all have parents? Do you have parents?
What about the generation that's currently growing up now?
I'm
It's all
raising it.
about- it's
What are you
all
talking
about?
about?
Technology. It's
I'm
all
raising that
about
generation
what's
right
going
now.
on social media. It's all
You're asking me a
about that.
hypothetical question about my real life.
No, I'm not talking about you specifically. You're
But there's a
right.
lot of me's. I'm not the
You're
only
right
one.
there. But,
There's a lot of great parents.
Yeah, but there are also a lot of shitty parents.
There's not
let
that.
tablets,
What? There's
phones,
not.
TV,
This
raise-
concept that there's a bunch of fucked up parents is just not true,
But
yo.
you don't know every parent. So
I
you
know
can't
I
really
don't.
say that.
I know I don't.
You-
But when's the last
This
time a
is
nigga
just the
broke into the
hypothesis
what?
that you have,
What are
though.
we? So what are you basing this on? That there's a lot of fucked up parents. That's
What are
letting-
you
that's-
basing it on?
I'm basing it on the civilized society I live in.
Okay, you think it's not always civilized though. There's a lot of
So why
fucked up
niggas not in
people
here right now tearing shit up? I'm confused.
But there are people other places that are tearing shit.
Where? We gonna go into all the offices
You
in this
hear
building.
about them in the news.
This okay. All right.
Listen, agree to disagree.
Don't let your kids watch Disney movies, I guess. It don't make no fucking sense. Parent your kid after they watch the goddamn movie. It's simple.
Listen,
It's a simple concept that's been going on since motherfuckers was listening to fucking stories on the radio in the 20s. It's not. I mean, it's not a difficult concept.
Listen, but for some people, some people don't even.
Well, they shouldn't be
even have
parents.
kids, but a lot
Well,
of people
like
have
stuff
kids.
sad for
them
they
kids.
Like the
shouldn't.
fuck raw. The feeling
mean-
is great.
Well, fucked up for them, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot of, you can't say that it's not a lot of people. Just like it's a lot of great parents, there's a lot of shitty.
It can be
parents,
both.
too.
It can be a lot and a lot. Which one? Somebody got to lose.
Listen, maybe it's a
It can
little
be
bit
both.
less of the. We don't know though. We don't know. We haven't met every parent. We don't know. It's a.
So you want me to
people
make
that
decisions
grow-
based off?
Just like the people
This
that
is shit I was
go to
just talking
school.
about. You want me to make a decision based off fear? You want me to make a decision based off an assumption that it's fucked up parents?
Just
So I
because
got to.
you
So I
said
got
that
to
in the
change
beginning of the
everything.
podcast, that don't mean
I got to
it's the
change
same.
everything because it might be some fucked up parents that I'm scared of that's fucking their kids up.
I'm not
making that
but I'm
decision.
saying
You
that
can.
You can't just say that doesn't exist.
Okay,
There
it
are
exists.
people-
What you gonna do about it?
There are children right now that are being raised by tablets, phones, social media.
Okay, and what you
this
gonna
is-
go change them right now? So what is your solution to that?
I'm not saying. I was just
Change the
saying,
movies that the kids that aren't being raised by tablets can watch too. So we got to make an adjustment for the people who don't know how to parent, for the millions of motherfuckers who do know how to parent, because they don't know how to parent.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
all right,
Make
it's
it
not
more-
happening
Make
though.
it more central.
Good luck with that.
Make it more central.
Good
They
luck
doing
with
it
that.
With the Elsa, they
Good
making
luck-
her gay.
Okay, what does that have to
They're
do?
making her
What does that have to
gay.
do with anything? So the woman is gonna save her. So the woman's she gonna be down and out, and the woman's gonna come save her.
The
It's the
woman gonna
same
save her
fucking
goddamn
concept.
self. I'm talking about the woman gonna save her.
So
goddamn
where's that
self.
movie? Where's
She
the
not
where's the
looking
Elsa
for
with
the
no
man.
girlfriend? You got that's what you talking about. Where's the Elsa with no girlfriend? Because somebody gonna save Elsa next movie. It's gonna be a dude or a chick. Pick one.
Or the snowman.
Or the snowman. Or a mythical snowman. I don't fucking understand what so when they start coming out with these independent movies, they got one single character to do everything on their own, then holla at me. I mean, I don't understand.
After that, do we
Logan.
have any last words?
I
Lord
would say, again, happy birthday to my brother. Don't be a piece of shit for the next year.
Shout out to Scorpio season.
Yeah, shout out to Gemini season. That's where we at with it.
Like, Gemini ain't till
Oh,
June.
you're a Gemini?
Nah, bro, I'm
shit.
Capricorn.
But
She just so nice
man.
about it, right?
But Gemini.
Shout out to the Gemini.
Might as well.
But no, I would say, Jay, take us away with our social media outro.
All right. So thank you guys so much for watching our live today. I know we started a little bit late, but thank you so much for rocking out with us. Follow our Instagram at __ Real Spit Pod. Follow our Twitter at Real Spit Pod #1. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube page. We upload every Wednesday the previous week's episode. So
Sunday.
if you don't catch that, definitely tune in on Sunday because we will be uploading that at Real Spit Podcast. And follow my personal Instagram at JEH Billionaire. JEH Billionaire. You can find me anywhere that matters with that handle. Not my Facebook. Don't do that.
Fooling.
Fully.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Don't worry about me on Facebook, man, because that's my real name and shit. But only people that got me on Facebook is people that really know me. But
They
you
want to
can
know
follow me.
you, okay?
You don't need to really know me, man. It's too much. It's too much to really know about me. But follow me on Instagram. That's KINGFOOLIANO. That's Fuliano. If you don't know how to pronounce it, FOOLIANO. King Fuliano. Follow me. I will follow back.
Fully with the Thule?
Fully with the Tuli, of course. Fully Sinatra. That's my.
Fully Sinatra.
Sinatra. I'm fully Sinatra,
I
man.
like it.
Hey,
I like it.
what we heard
It's a
earlier.
lot of.
Sound
It's a
good.
lot of different names, man. But it's fully Sinatra. That's my favorite. Man.
Okay.
Well, you guys already know Tay Marie 3 E's 4 underscores.
And then for me, it's easy who else but _K on Instagram and Twitter. And then Dev, what
The
about
Real Big Dev 216 DMSTBOYZ will be going live at 1 on Sunday.
1 o'clock
Okay.
on Sunday.
Early.
Into
Yeah.
that.
Browns game Sunday.
Hey.
I'm so
Jay.
disappointed.
Man, I don't
Can you
even.
get an
Dog,
address for
I wanna do another
Oh
podcast
yes,
with
and I just want to give another quick shout out to Darius Prince Smith.
Woo! Holy
I'm
day.
so sorry, Darius Price Smith. I've been drinking.
the price you pay.
Right.
Partial
We will be tomorrow or later today because it is after 12.
Right.
And happy Halloween, by the way. We will
Happy
be-
Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays.
Hell
Dress
yeah.
up as a cat.
Besides my
We
birthday.
will be
and Christmas
hosting
and Thanksgiving.
Holy Day Fest
It's a lot of fun.
at 2174 Lee Road in Cleveland Heights. It starts at 6 and it ends at 10. It's a free event. Nice vibes, good music.
Y'all know y'all ain't got nothing to do.
You ain't got nothing to do. Might as
Come on,
well
that
see your
same nigga
favorite
on that
podcasters.
couch.
Why
Right.
not?
go.
You know that nigga ain't about to dress up with your bitch.
Right.
Right.
You know you ain't
He gonna
got
be there with
nothing.
his
Yeah.
Talk about put the costume on. He ain't coming.
Bring your ass.
He ain't.
But you
And
can meet
shake
us
your
there.
ass.
You could definitely beat us
Right.
there,
Watch
actually.
yourself.
Don't meet us there, beat us there. And we
Hey.
are the Real Spit Podcast. And thank you and good night.